I envy you. You're talking to the source. I'm it. I'm him. But I envy you because many of you are walking into this so early in your learning, and you have this advantage. You have this. And I saw a tweet by a young man said, "Hey, is it beneficial for me to learn retail stuff before learning this? Is there any advantage to that?" I believe it is taught to you in the perspective that is best to digest it, which is I'm introducing a familiarity to it without you falling victim to it and then, or falling in love with it, thinking that you are going to be sustained by it and then finding out that it doesn't deliver over time like you would hope, because you're learning how to do that when it's already flawed logic. It doesn't have any bearing on what makes the markets go up or down. It's just a catalyst. It's a thing that causes a trader to take a trade, much like flipping a quarter, heads buy, tails sell. Last time my elbow ached, the stock market crashed. So, that type of thing. It's trivial and really kind of silly when you think about what most people do for trading signals. What causes them to get into their trades? And the way they make it, like, I don't make things complicated. I'm just explaining to you in a language that allows me to talk openly with this language that is nowhere near anything else. And it does sound complicated when I first start bringing out something because you've never seen this before. Try learning Chinese or Greek. Those two languages are the most dense language, or Arabic. Mishmaul. Like what? That stuff is complicated. There's so many things to learn and know. And the first time you're introduced to that is what? This is complicated. This is really complicated. And you're intimidated by it. And it's easy to run back to what? What seems easy. What students you went to school with? They went through all the rudimentary classes. They never did anything advanced. No advanced sciences, no advanced maths, no additional foreign languages. And they come out into the world, they're the grunts. They're the people that do what we need every day. They're the firemen. They're the mechanics. They're the truck drivers. They're the delivery people. Then you have the other people that say, I want to go as far as my brain will allow me. I'm going to learn everything in school and press and expand my understanding and learn foreign languages and learn advanced sciences and advanced maths. So I understand when I'm teaching this, there are going to be people that come to me and say, this is bullshit. This is too complicated. This is too much. He's complicating everything. No, you're that person in school that just wants to take the easy way through. And I got it. No problem. Go out there and do what it is that you do to live a mundane life. Get your white picket fence, your single family house, mortgage for 30 years, borrow against the equity every time you increase, and just live on credit card debt. Go for it. That's what everybody's doing. I'm just not wrapped that way. And I don't want my students doing that shit because that's not success. That's not living. That's slaving. But they call that the American dream here. Mortgage means fucking death note. 30 years to pay what? Almost 3 times for a fucking house? That's the American dream. What? You don't want that? You don't want that? Who doesn't want that? I don't want that. My home's paid for. You want to be able to pay your shit off too. You don't want to be in a mortgage. You don't want car notes. You don't want debt. That shit is like a millstone around your neck. And learning this skill set is one step forward to not living under that oppression. It won't happen overnight, and it won't happen for all of you. Some of you, You might get real close to it, and because of your own character flaws, your own weaknesses, your own lack of discipline, you won't be successful with this. And guess what that doesn't do? It doesn't change the effectiveness of this. It doesn't mean that it's fraud. It doesn't mean it's a scam. It doesn't mean that everybody else out there that's making money was lucky, because luck doesn't fucking exist. So it's a matter of perception. You look at price through the lens of whatever you've been introduced to accept as this is what it is. When you read these books and these retail logic, they say that price is random. It's a random walk forward discovery of price. The fuck it is. It is absolutely scripted. When I was a younger man, I watched wrestling. Okay. When I was a kid, I loved it until I was in like my 16, 17 year, and then obviously, I outgrew it. But when I was a younger kid and I discovered that it was scripted, and when all the wrestlers would come into town, and there was a restaurant down there that everybody knew when wrestling came to our town, they would all go there and eat. And you would have a chance to see them, meet them, see them out of character, drunk, sometimes hopped up on cocaine and shit. But you could meet them and talk to them. And sometimes they would be drunk and they would talk about the shit that you're not supposed to talk about. You know, when we had that match, remember, you were supposed to do this and you were supposed to, and you're like, what the hell? And when you discover that all that stuff is fake, it's all scripted, they're all partners and buddies, they work together to give you a storyline. That's what you have done as a retail trader. You have believed a bunch of horseshit. But these other people out there that are selling stuff based on that same horseshit will tell you that I'm giving you a load of bullshit. I'm literally out here proving it every fucking day. Proof every day, evidence, absolutely undeniable. They're bringing blown accounts, max loss days, shit that doesn't work, nonsense fucking logic that has absolutely no bearing on what makes the market go up and down. Do you want to risk? Do you want to risk real money that you worked your ass off for at a place that you didn't want to fucking be at, that didn't pay you enough for the time and energy you put into it, working among people like fucking Carl? That shit, you want to risk all of your money on shit that's contrived and made up, because that's exactly what bull flags, head and shoulders patterns, wedges, harmonic patterns, Elliott wave, supply and demand, volume profile, VSA, name it, it's all bullshit. When you win, you just happen to be on side of what? The script for that day. How do we know what the script is? That's what I'm teaching you this year. But before I can break down those lessons, I have to prove it exists. And that's what I've been doing, proving it. That's foresight. That's understanding. This is how you know what it's going to do beforehand. You've handled it before. You know how it's coded. You know how the source code is there, what it's going to refer to, why it's going to do certain things in reference to other points in the past to deliver something that you won't recognize real time, but it looks perfect and understandable in hindsight. That's what keeps you trapped as a retail trader, because they're going to show you the same horseshit in these books. Think about it. When you first learned divergence and momentum indicators like stochastic and MACD, it felt like you cracked the code, didn't it? That's exactly how it felt for me. I'm like, oh shit, every time these lines do that, price goes down. Oh, now I understand short selling. And then I do it and I lost my ass. It screamed higher because I wasn't looking at what the market was doing. What was price really doing? It's going to go higher. It still has shit to do higher up. But because these indicators are only taking the data over a period of time that's defined and limited to the number of look back periods, which is like, for instance, if you're looking at the RSI and your setting is 14, you're looking at 14 periods. Whatever the time frame is, you're utilizing 14 candles. And you're doing the math and compressing the math, and you're torturing the data over 14 candles over whatever time frame you're looking at. And if you manipulate and torture the data long enough, it's going to submit to anything. When's the last time 14 candles has the influence over price at any given time? Where's the logic in that? You just basically pulled it out of your ass, is what you did. There's literally no logic behind that at all. You're torturing math, and you're subscribing to and creating a cult-like religion, which is what retail is. But all of them out there selling shit, they'll say, I'm a cult leader and you are all part of my cult. And we are a cult of fucking winning. We're the cult of precision. We're the cult of knowing that we fucking know what we're doing. Okay. So if that's a cult, sign me the fuck up. Let me renew my membership right now. I want to be a fucking charter member of that fucking shit, because around here, we like winning. We like knowing what the fuck's going to happen. I don't like surprises. I don't like surprise birthday parties. I don't like surprise fucking, hi, how you doing? We didn't expect to see you. We're showing up unannounced. I don't like that kind of shit. I don't like that kind of stuff. I like planned things. I like to have things scheduled, expecting things, knowing that this is the way things work. I'm a person that likes my shit the way I like it. And that's how I want my trading to be. I didn't see that in retail stuff. And I tried everything. And when you step out of that stuff and you look at price through the lens I'm showing you to view it through, everything becomes crystal fucking clear. And it's scary what you believed before. I have financial professionals that when they first heard me, and this is no truth to what he's saying. And I just calmly told them, just spend some time with it and tell me 6 months from now what you really think. Floor traders, yeah. Bank traders, brokers, big names in this industry that I won't drop. They're all convinced that there's something different with this guy named ICT. And what's different is I got the truth. I got tomorrow's headlines. I got tomorrow's lottery fucking numbers, and I'm proving it day after day after day. And I'm proving it also that it's transferable knowledge, that my students can do the same fucking shit. Look at these young men and women. They're pulling down big fucking money. Big fucking money. Hundreds of thousands of real dollars. You can laugh and talk about these funded account companies and bullshit. And you can talk all the shit. You're not really trading with the account that size. It's not really happening. You're not really putting your trades in the market, blah, blah, blah. Listen, while they can and while you can, fleece the fuck out of those companies, because they're not going to exist forever. It's not going to happen. But you don't need that. Because if you learn how to do this skill set, trust me, not that you should be doing it with friends and family, but listen, when push comes to shove, if there is no funded account companies out there, I had whole families coming in on one mentorship. The $155 a month, 25 people ganged up on that one mentorship. They made it happen. It was outside the rules, but they made it happen. The same thing happens here. If you acquire this skill set, how many friends do you have that you love like a brother or sister? You might not have $10,000. You might not have $5,000 for Forex or something to that effect. But if you have a couple of friends that says, look, let me show you what I do. I don't have that much money to provide, but I have this skill set. Let me prove it to you for 6 months. Let them see it. Let them test drive it. They see that and what's available in terms of money making, they're going to throw fucking money at you. They're going to fucking do it. You can take yourself on the internet and sign up with scouting firms that will literally put you in front of people that have real money. And they will invest in you through a limited partnership. and it's a real partnership. There's contracts. They can't stiff you, and you're held to standards that you're a partner with them. That shit goes on all the time, all the time. There's other ways that you can do it that I'm not going to talk about here because it's really technically not supposed to be done that way. But when there's a will, there's a way. And there's times coming soon that if I didn't have it and I had this skill set, and believe me, let me ask you a question. Knowing what you see me do, call out in advance and show my executions. If I said, listen, I'm going to open up a small circle of private investors before I even say anything else, let me stop right here. This is not going to happen. I'm just saying hypothetically. But because I have shown you years of this skill and foresight and calling it beforehand to levels of precision that you know is undeniable. If I would say, hey, look, I'm going to take 50 investors, and y'all have to come in with $25,000. You, some of you listening would be like, oh shit, I can't do it. I don't have it. I don't have the scratch. But I'm going to tell you something. Other people in here listening that don't have it themselves, they'll talk to everybody else, put their asses in front of the videos and the things that I'm calling on Twitter, and they will find 25 fucking $1,000. All 50 of them. I'll probably have 600 or more in the first 5 minutes because they know what they know when they see it. The real thing, the real McCoy, when they're seeing it in front of them, listen, money talks, bullshit walks. You get this skill, people will throw money at you. I'm constantly asked to do things for money, to coach privately for money, to go into firms to counsel for money, go on teaching circuits for money. And I say the same thing all the time. I'm not interested, but thank you so much. I'm not interested in that. But for some of you, that might be your meal ticket. You don't have to trade with real money with this skill set. What separates you, okay, from the rest? Well, what is the rest of everyone doing? Most of everything you see out there is market replay. Let me teach you. This is the trade, and you listen to these guys, and they'll say, "Oh, yeah, I took a trade here. I don't know where my fill was. I think I got in here." Let me tell you something. If you took a trade, you know where you got in. That's bullshit. Red alert right there. If they can't show you their executions, and they're talking about, yeah, I think I got in right here. Bullshit. Let me show you my MT4 page of listed results. That's all faked. If they're not executing, explaining why they're doing it beforehand in front of you, it's fake. I'm doing it better. I'm telling you when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen in your chart, calling it beforehand. Now, what happens when you learn this year what I'm teaching you to do, and you're willing to do what I'm not willing to do, which is sit out there and provide a service by trading it in front of the whole world? And yes, it can be demo. Because if you're sitting out there with a demo account and you're calling every fucking move every single day better than anybody else out there willing to do it, and you do that for 3, 4, maybe 6 months, and you tell them up front, I'm doing this for free for 6 months. You're all welcome to come here, criticize me, cheer me on. I don't give a shit. I'm doing this because I'm showing the whole world in 6 months, I want $250 a month. You will be flooded with people throwing you $250. They're going to throw it at you. And all you did was trade a demo account. You're going to give a medium for people to watch you trade a demo account, but they don't give a fuck that it's a demo. Just like you don't give a fuck that I'm teaching in a paper trading account. Some of you had an issue before, but then now you started seeing, oh, there's something different here. Yeah. If you just would have listened years ago when I first started talking, you would have skipped through all the bullshit. Where would you be then? Now, you'd be so much more advanced in your understanding. The skill, once you acquire it, I'm interested to see what you do with it. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait to see what some of you do. Some of you have no idea how far you're going to go. And I'm excited to see it. Like, I'm here for that. I want to see that shit because some of you are absolute dynamos without even knowing it yet. You just need to know what to do, when to do it, and get out of your own way. And once that happens, magic unfolds. And I'm hoping I'm going to find that right person that has absolutely stone cold killer discipline, impeccable risk management skills, and learn how to do what I'm teaching to do in these markets precisely.